Hi Capricorn, thanks for coming by today, you guys. Capricorn, we need to talk about Pluto. I'm laughing because it seems like that's all we've talked about lately. Me and certainly many other readers and astrologers out there, but it is because it is that huge and that important, and it's been in your sign for a very long time. That said, I'm actually here to do a love reading. Capricorn, you're like, oh, must we? Yes, we must. And in the astrology bit here, I'll tell you why I chose to do a love reading. It's really quite interesting involving Pluto. That said, the reading is still going to be a general reading, so you won't resonate with everything that I say the way that I say it. Apply it to your life as it does, if it does. If you're here to cross-watch for your Capricorn friend, keep in mind, especially in love readings, the energy can be vice versa and it can be interchangeable. All right, Cappy, you know that Pluto's been in your sign since 2008. Pluto is Scorpio's ruler, and it is very distant, and it's got kind of like a draggy. That's always the energy. It's like this magnetic pull you can't seem to get out of. And it does involve things like the hidden and the unknown and the psyche and the shadow. It's not that different than Saturn, really, energetically. That's why I think Capricorn and Scorpio are kind of an interesting combination. Every time I visualize that combination, I see like scorched earth that goes on forever. It's like this red landscape, you know, even though Scorpio is water energy. Because of Pluto, it still has that energy behind it as well. Now, before Scorpio was, I'll tell you in a minute why we're talking about Scorpio so much. Before Scorpio was ruled by Pluto, it was ruled by Mars before they discovered Pluto, which is fire. And it is the scorpion, which actually doesn't ever go in the water, nor does it live near the water usually. So it's an interesting thing. Anyway, Pluto retrograde in your sign at 29 degrees. In astrology, we call that the anaretic degree. It is the crisis point. And that means that it's the final lesson, especially because we're talking about Capricorn and Saturn energy. So when it retrogrades, it can still have that feeling involving Pluto, like I said, of being sucked back into this little bit of a drag. And it's very underworld energy. It can feel that way, Cappy, I know. But on October the 17th, right after a new moon, or a full moon in your fellow cardinal sign of Aries anyway, it moves direct. And then on November 19th, it leaves your sign finally, going direct into Aquarius. And that brings about huge karmic shifts. And that final drag starts to make sense. And that's why I've been talking about Scorpio energy quite a lot, because on November 19th, when that happens, the sun is in Scorpio. And the sun is about illumination and new beginnings. It's everything that was down below, whatever that was. And we know how Saturn can work. Like I said, it can seem like a never-ending karmic cycle on repeat. But everything that was down below, or in the shadows that made that true, is now illuminated and gone. And also on that same day, the moon is in your opposite sign of Cancer. So we also have heavy emotional intuition at play, big time with the moon as well. Interesting combination, all that water, because I was getting right now that dry, scorched landscape that goes on for miles. And then all of a sudden on the 19th comes the deluge. Scorpio and Cancer are both water signs. On that same day, we have Saturn, your ruler, and Neptune in Pisces, more water. So what I'm saying, Capricorn, is it can be like the completion of a very long and difficult walk through a dry and hard landscape. There is a good reason for it. And when Pluto shifts into Aquarius, this is when we find out why, but I won't go that deep into it. What else did I want to tell you, though? Okay, yeah, we're still dealing with Pluto, though, and Saturn, your ruler. And that can have like a psychic power struggle energy between what you know to be true, your physical reality, the things you can touch and hold, feel, and control, Capricorn energy, And Pluto, Scorpio, what's hidden below the psyche, the psychic, the occult, the unseen. Again, why that sun is going to be there. So that can feel, Pluto is a very powerful planet, even though it's small and far away, it's very impactful. It, in fact, affects generations. That's how slowly, right? 16 years in your sign. Anyway, yeah, I think that's, oh no. To top all of that off, on the same day, my friends, that Pluto finally leaves your sign, Venus is in your sign, Moon in your opposite sign, and Sun in Scorpio. Astrology is a very beautiful thing. That's why I wanted to do a love reading, because that dry, scorched earth energy is very well could be changing in 2024 or 2025 when the final shift of all of these major planets happen. With all that being said, let's take a look at the person coming in toward you, Capricorn. But remember what I said. The energy certainly can be vice versa, can be interchangeable. And weirdly, because I am dealing with my Saturnian friends, I still feel the need that this reading may go a bit off the rails. I may freestyle it. I feel that a little in the energy, but we'll start within the bounds, Saturn style. Okay, let's go to the Amore Psyche. Let me see some of the more physical or sexual energy. And what I was saying about Saturn, right? That's the devil in the tarot. And that's the thing, right? The things here in the 3D, the physical. Taking the plunge. Wow, look at all the water. She's like all the way immersed. And we were just talking about the deluge. Interesting. You could be dealing with somebody who has strong water. But taking the plunge is all in energy, right? And then we have the game of love. Okay. Now, Capricorn, that's what I was saying to you, though. Like, if you walk that many miles in the dry desert, it can be a little bit uncomfortable to all of a sudden take the plunge, if you know what I mean, right? So the game of love can be a little bit about strategy. We'll see. But it does not look unpleasant, and still there's water here. It's at the ocean side. All right. Let's go to, where's my, yeah, true love reading card for Capricorn. Or, you know, also with Saturn as your ruler too, there can often be a predilection to think that maybe things are just going to go bad. Because for quite some time with Pluto hanging around, they probably have. We have forgiveness, interesting. On this card it says, I forgive me, I forgive you. That's beautiful. The game of love. And then we have intimacy. There's more water there. It could be a lot that this last cycle for you had a lot to do with self-forgiveness or forgiving people around you, Capricorn, so that you can enter into this new phase in your life. Like I said, the dry desert needs to be slowly introduced. Taking the plunge is a lot. All right. But maybe that's being asked of you right now. And let's get you some astrology. Maybe this game of love has been that strategy of you holding back from love, because I got that energy when I was introing. Like, oh no, must we? And I was like, yeah. Okay. Oh, interesting. Wow. Capricorn, check this out. The card that, this is too many astrology cards, more than I usually draw, but I'll go through them quick. But the card that fell upright in this stack, there were two of them. This is the card of tension. And then we have this forgiveness energy. So feeling uncomfortable. All right. And then we have Chiron. Chiron is the location of our deepest unhealed wound. It can be things that get triggered within us. Remember I mentioned Pluto? Capricorn, these can be things that are in the shadow, because they go way down deep and we are not always that aware of them. And when we're engaged in the game of love, that can naturally bring those to the surface. It's supposed to. I'm getting to mind that quote that says, love brings anything unlike itself to the surface so that it can be healed. Because we can't heal what we can't see, Pluto. Tension though, right? So anyway, let's see. Oh my gosh, really? Okay, we'll do it. I'm going to go really fast though. We have the 7th house. That's Libra, your fellow cardinal. We're currently in Libra season, and this is about long-term relationships. It's about commitment. It's Venus energy. Okay, and then we have that healing of the wound. Though, see, it's activation. And it could have something to do with commitment. And I mentioned that fear of thinking everything can just go wrong, because it always has. And then we have Gemini energy. Gemini is a lot about curiosity and flexibility. It could be strong in your chart. Maybe you deal with a Gemini. But it is about playful curiosity as well, and learning new things, and working in a team. Look at the 2 bees. They're cross-pollinating. They're working together. Partnership. The 11th house, Aquarius energy. That's friendship. When Pluto, isn't that interesting? When Pluto shifts into Aquarius, there's a whole new foundation when it comes to love. And it can have a lot more to do with friendship and collaboration as the basis. Okay. We have the Imam Coli, which is about grounding. We have the North Node, the future. And we have Libra's energy of the Juno. Partnership, the 7th house. Okay, wow. That's a lot. All right, let me get a sip, Cappy. Let's get into the reading. Let's go to... I didn't expect that many astrology cards, but they clearly needed to be spoken. It does make sense. Okay, let me see what's on your person's mind. What are they thinking about when it comes to Capricorn? Speaking of water, we have the Queen of Cups, Cancer energy. Right now we have Mars in Cancer, and it's there for an extended period of time, all through that Pluto shift for you as well. This is a lot of love. It is very vulnerable energy. The Queen of Cups is very nurturing, very empathic, intuitive. Okay. And then we have that taking the plunge. How do they feel? Well, Queen of Cups, how do they feel? The 6 of Pentacles, Earth energy, interesting, Capricorn. But that's about balance. It's about equal give and take. And we have the game of love, and I got that energy of you holding back in the past, remember? This can be, though, like wanting to bring some kind of, maybe they feel you bring this balance. We have Earth energy here, like leveling out the heart space. Capricorn energy can certainly be that way. Could be an offer. Okay. What actions do they want to take? Another 6 with the 6 of Swords. 6 Pentacles, 6 Swords. The 6 of Swords is about moving on from conflict. Now, whether this was fights between the two of you, maybe heavy words being spoken, this can also be about moving on from an internal struggle. Swords are our thought, it's our mind. And we have this game of love. The 5 of Swords in tarot can be about mind games that we play on ourselves or that we play on each other. And this is about wanting to move away from that and step out of the struggle. Whether that can be stuff that is being internally spoken or between the two of you. Let me see the energy around them. This is where you could appear, Capricorn. Or it can just be a furthering. Okay, could be. With the Hermit, Virgo's major arcana. The Hermit is very much an energy about keeping to yourself. I picked up that holding back. It's about only wanting to hear your own counsel. And that's fair, because only you know what's true to you. But maybe lately, though, Capricorn especially, maybe you've been hiding out in the world a bit in general, keeping your energy to yourself. There can definitely be that side, especially if Pluto did what I think it did to most Capricorns. Very life-changing. But it also illuminates a whole new path of possibility that maybe you didn't see before. The Hermit shines the light on the internal self, something awakening. But nevertheless, there is a silence there. Okay. Yeah, the High Priestess. Pisces energy, interesting. What's the challenge? Water energy, taking the plunge. The Three of Cups is a card about joy. It's about union. It is about allowing yourself to engage in emotional, fun. Whatever it is, it's quite lighthearted. It's only a 3. It can be about you coming out of that hermit cave and letting yourself be in the world. Opening up to friendships, associations. This Queen of Cups maybe. 3 of Cups is in the challenge. Let me see a potential outcome. I picked this up in your last reading, didn't I, Capricorn? We have the Ace of Cups. Look at that emotional overflow. Remember what I said about in the intro, taking the plunge? Look at all the water. The Ace of Cups is a potential. All of the aces are. They need to be cultivated into something that's grounded in reality, but it's in the energy. It is a brand new beginning. Okay. Oh, speaking of the deluge, there's the 10 of Cups. And it is a brand new beginning. That's what this ace can lead to. Okay. Temperance. Sag energy, November the 19th. Wow. The next 2 days later, it's Sag. It can be about timing. It can be about divine timing for sure. Okay. Let's get some clarifiers for you. Why does this person have the Queen of Cups on their mind? They certainly do care about you. The Page of Swords, air energy. The Page of Swords is curiosity. We have the Gemini there, but it's also about, yeah, they're watching you. I don't mean it. That sounds terrible. Let me see the Page of Swords. Oh, the 5 of Swords. Remember I picked that up with the Game of Love energy? So is this Queen of Cups looking at you this way and wondering why with the Hermit? Like, what's going on? That could be. And with the 5 of Swords, it can be mental suspicion. It can, like I said, it can be stories that get turned against the self. Queen of Cups can do that, male or female. It's not so much a gender as it is an energy expression of the Cups. The King of Cups is a lot more reserved. The Queen is quite vulnerable. Yeah, I think so. 7 of Cups, Pisces energy. That can be about emotional confusion or uncertainty. And then we have the 5 of Swords here, which leads into certain thoughts. So, you know, this particular Queen of Cups looks a little bit anxious. She looks like she's watching a scary movie, which is interesting. Okay, let me see the 6 of Pentacles in their heart. Excuse me. Oh, wow. Oh. This is so interesting. Okay. We have the Empress. Divine Feminine energy. This is Taurus and Libra, but it's Venus. And I'm feeling strong Venus in this reading for you. Where's Venus right now? Oh, it's in Scorpio. All this water. Capricorn, no wonder I picked up tension for you. You're like, what the? Anyway, The Empress is very, very nurturing, and Six of Pentacles is too. So in their heart, there's quite this nurturing energy. All right. But then we get the Seven of Swords. We have the Six of Swords right here. See, the Seven of Swords can be that game of love type energy as well. I always say with this foxy fox, look at the Six Swords hanging above him. And he's like, here's what you're allowed to know. That sword underneath, you're not. See how he has that one eye open? Well, so does this owl, though, holding that sword. Right? That's that seventh sword. Whoa, 5, 6, 7 of Swords, I see. And then we have the Six of Swords. All right. So in their heart. Let me see the Seven of Swords. Cancer with the Chariot. Again, your opposite sign. That's why the tension energy is here. And the Chariot is about motion, movement forward. It can be about travel, but it is definitely about getting into alignment with head and heart. We have a lot of swords and a lot of water. So there's a lot of head and heart energy here. And it's the Hermit. What's going on? Because they're looking at you with this Seven of Swords. With a certain amount of like, but you're the one who's in Hermit energy. But Seven of Swords is a strategy. The game of love. Okay, let me see the Six of Swords. The Six of Pentacles, which is in the heart. What? Moving towards a balance. What is Six of Pentacles? What is this about? Oh. What is the even? Okay, Capricorn. I asked what this is about. We have the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Boom. Where did all this fire come from? Could it be, it could be that Mars energy I was talking about. But the Ace of Wands is like that boom, like I said, it hits your heart. It's all lit up. It's very passionate. It can be an inspiration. It can be an idea. It's another ace. We have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands, which has a lot of passion behind it. It can be an idea that they want to talk to you about. An inspiration. It can be passion. Three of Wands, definitely. It can be an idea. Or what they see going forward. And the Six of Pentacles is like, okay, this is how we can do this. All right, well, let's see the Hermit. But, I mean, imagine this Ace of Wands coming into the cave of the Hermit. Look how bright it is. And the challenge is the Three of Cups. Okay, let me see the Hermit. The Knight of Swords. All of these swords. Strong air energy. Let me see the Knight of Swords. Two of Pentacles. And Five of Wands. What? Five of Wands. The Five of Wands can be a card about internal resistance, for sure. And the Hermit with the Two of Pentacles. Let's have one more. What are you, shy energy? It's Pisces with the Hanged Man. Interesting. That can be about seeing things from a different perspective. And again, you're doing this soul searching, but you're holding back. And I got that strongly. So this person is coming forward. Okay, let's see the Three of Cups in the challenge. The Queen of Swords. and your energy of the devil, Capricorn. Saturn right there. And the Queen of Swords is very wise. You're like, no, I've learned a whole lot of lessons in my time. And the hard way too. This isn't wisdom you come by easily. And it's about being able to see everything around you at all times. But like I said, there could be a hyper vigilance to that. Especially when I see the devil around it. It's very guarded, Capricorn. Especially next to the Three of Cups. Let me see the Three of Cups. It's the Six of Swords. Interesting. So this could be you in this Queen of Swords energy. And that's the challenge. Because they have an idea here of what they want to offer to you. Ace of Wands, Eight of Wands. That's very passionate. It's got a lot of energy behind it. And an offer of Six of Swords, Six of Pentacles. But the challenge is they fear, at least with the devil, that it's if they bring this your way, the Queen of Swords, like you may not be open to it. Let me see. Three Cups. The King of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. And then the Nine of Swords. Yeah, with this King of Pentacles, if this is you and Queen of Swords energy, Capricorn, you may be like, yeah, but what do you suspect them of though? Because Nine of Swords is that hypervigilance. It is. Oh, the Knight of Wands. Interesting. You're like, no, I'm looking for serious. I'm looking for the King of Pentacles, which energetically would be your match because in tarot, you're the Queen of Pentacles. And maybe you suspect this person here of being not serious or just in it for the passion or like not able to be this King of Pentacles energy. Like you're like, they're just playing around with me. Probably. That's that Saturn voice. I know that this can be a minor storyline as well. For some of you, it can be that in the past, somebody you did have a commitment with was in this energy of the Knight of Wands. And that's why you're in that hypervigilance, right? And now either you suspect everyone of that, or this is somebody coming back with the Six of Swords, Six of Pentacles, wanting to restore some kind of balance with you and being like, no, I'm not like that anymore. For some of you, that's a minor part of the story. Let's see the Ace of Cups in the outcome. Forgiveness, though. Oh, wow. Okay. Just go ahead and give us 3 major arcanas and an ace in the outcome. Well, all right. Look what we have. We have divine masculine, Mars energy with the Emperor, Empress in the heart, right? Yeah, right there. That's definitely somebody who's very, very serious, Capricorn. That's somebody who knows what they want. And definitely knows what they require to build their empire. And it's this Ace of Cups. It's very serious. And then we have the Magician, more Virgo and also Gemini energy. Manifester. Very powerful. I saw the High Priestess too. And the World. That's the Pluto completion. That's the end of a cycle. That's amazing. And into the new beginning, which involves a whole lot more water in your world, Cappy. I see the Four of Wands on the bottom with the Ace of Cups. Oh, I love it for you guys. The Four of Wands is about celebration. It's about happiness. It belongs to that Three of Cups. And there's the Ace. Let's have the Magician. One more. I mean, the intent looks very good to me. We see the Emperor and the King of Pentacles. Watch out for the swords, Capricorn. Okay. There's Aries coming in with the Fool, and that full moon coming up on the 17th when Pluto goes direct. The Two of Wands here is the path opening. It's where that ace gets brought down, as I spoke of, and becomes a choice to lay a path. And then Aquarius energy with the Tower and sudden change. But there is stability, if that's what you're concerned about. Ace of Pentacles right there. Let me see one more on the Fool. See, the Fool is the opposite of that Nine of Swords energy. It's about trusting that you've learned what you know and you've completed a cycle from the World, which we have in the bottom clarifier. That's the last card in the majors, to the first. Again, whole new beginning, whole new world. Ten of Pentacles. We saw the ace. Now there's your love language, Capricorn. Beautiful. Okay. Interesting. Let's do a couple from the blue deck. That's very powerful. We ended with 3 major arcana. But from the World, the Magician, the World, the completion of the cycle, the Magician is you, and then the Ace of Cups to the Fool. It's a whole new world. And you created it. Man holding a coin, King of Pentacles. And that's what you're worried though, right? You're worried that that's not, but we saw the 10. Man holding a heart, the 5th chakra, passion, following what your heart wants. That's that Aries energy too, Cappy. And I was going to mention that to you as well as your fellow cardinal sign. It's cardinal fire, and it's square to you. So it creates a tension because it's about engaging that passion and letting that be the driving force. On the bottom, I see yin yang, Emperor and Empress. That's why, Capricorn. That's why Pluto and Saturn put you through it. It's pretty amazing. Let's get you one more. I mean, Saturn always, I say, carries with it equal gifts for equal effort. And to me, that's what the 10 of Pentacles is. You have to earn it. It's not easy. Happy family. Wow. Some of you, it is reconciliation. It can be. Yin Yang stayed on the bottom of the deck. Let's get you a couple from the Talisman. Willpower and eternal charisma. Willpower is about the strength it takes. We saw that here in your person. Willpower. Wow. I mean, the 5 of Swords can be a card about willpower as well. It can be about emotional willpower with the Queen of Cups. If you're dealing with a water sign, Capricorn, the emotional willpower of water signs is legendary, especially Scorpio. It's fixed water. Let's get you one more. The resiliency. We have Scorpio energy right there. Interesting. And it says defense. Could be them, could be you. We do have the 7 of Swords in their heart. So, there's some strategy happening for sure. I'm sure you're aware of that. Alright, okay. I was going to say no romance angel, but we made it this far, right, Capricorn? Let's get you one from the romance angel. Interesting reading. I hope it wasn't too confusing for you guys. We did kind of get there towards the end. Remember what I said. Take what fits for you. It's time to disconnect from the world, retreat. Look at that couple going off into the woods together. It's like, I always say, like they're escaping the trappings of their reality. to actually spend some time together. Let's have one more. We have the Juno and forgiveness. No. Is there another one? I'll try one more shuffle. Okay. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek. All right, interesting. All right, Cappy, I'm going to close it as I always do with one card from the Lover's Oracle. These can come out as advice, and I definitely want you to take that only as it resonates. Capricorn. Playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. The Three of Cups. See, you got that Queen of Swords in the challenge. Three of Cups is that playfulness, that fun, the joy. And I also agree. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. I also agree, but it doesn't look like there's much rushing going on anywhere here. And Secret Admirer, what the? Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. Page of Swords. And the Seven of Swords in the heart. So there's some strategy, as I said. Interesting. All right, Cappy, take it as it resonates. I love you guys. Pluto, this is the last time I'll do a Pluto reading for you. It's almost over. I'll see you soon.